movie camera that we got that Christmas. We lived on Auburn Avenue in the Auburn Manor Apartments in Riverdale, Maryland, or New Carrollton, Maryland. Oh, okay. Manuel said it was Silver Spring, Nob Hill Apartments, when she was first born. That's right. We later moved to Auburn Avenue. Cynthia had black hair when she was born and big brown eyes. And that's Brenda, Brenda Lloyd. And Brenda, I guess, was about 10 or 11 years old. 10 and a half. Brenda was going to be 11 that August. Brenda had beautiful hair. Little poodle, Cynthia's first dog. And her first doll, that doll, she talked. Cynthia still has that doll. Now we're over at Manuel's father's house.
Kathleen was 20 some years old here.
There's Mercedes and Mr. Newton, Brenda again. That looked like Robin. That was
Brenda.
Brenda. She looked like Robin.
That's Virginia Barella.
That's Virginia. She lived in the same apartment building as we did. She was a close friend. Until she got married and moved out west, and I never saw her again. She was Cynthia's godmother when Cynthia was baptized. Cynthia was baptized when she was almost a year old in the Catholic Church. I think, okay, this is Robin and Cynthia, and this is in our living room in Silver Spring on Nob Hill Apartments. And Cynthia, she looks like she's about 3 years old there, and Robin looks about like she's 8. Robin has on a pretty white, silky looking dress. And the little boy is John. He's my girlfriend's little boy. His mother's name was Pat Cabassi. He was born right after Cynthia. Cynthia's about a few months older than John. I guess John must be about a year older than Cynthia. He looks younger, doesn't he? I forget how. I think Cynthia was a baby when Pat was carrying John. This was at the park. That's Manuel and Cynthia. And I guess the year was around 1969. Do you remember what park that was, Manuel? Probably Greenbelt Park. Or on the park on University Boulevard.
Going.
This is at, again, at Knob Hill Apartments in Silver Spring, our apartment. And Cynthia was baptized on this day. And this is at the swimming pool. And that's Brenda and Kim. She was the little girl, the babysitter's little girl. And they also lived there at Knob Hill Apartments. Now, I think Kim and her mother lived at Auburn Manor Apartments. I get my apartments mixed up. This was at Auburn Manor. And there's Manuel, a young Manuel. Trying to teach Cynthia to swim. I think Brenda acts like Mark. Doesn't she have actions? Mark has actions like Brenda. I guess Cynthia was about going on a year, 1 year old.
Cynthia, you really like water when I had you in the swimming pool.
I watched the two divers.
Kind of think the heads aren't cut off in that picture.
Wonder what I'm saying to you. This is Cynthia's second Christmas. This is December 1967. And she would be 1 year old, a year and a half. guess the light hits in her eyes.
She liked that rocking horse. You know that, Kathleen? Who did we give that to? Do you remember?
I don't know, whatever happened to her.
With the smile. She enjoyed that.
That's Cynthia liked to dance when she was little, didn't she? Remember, she's always dancing those parties.
I think it's because we're always making them, huh?
She has her Bobby dolls. I guess that's when they were real popular. This is Cynthia, looks like a 4th birthday party. She had 4 candles on the cake. And some of these kids I don't know. There's Robin and Sharon and Susan, the 2 little girls who live downstairs. And, you know, that looks like Elaine. You think Elaine was up here then? And there's that's little John. He lived behind us. He was cute. He really liked Cynthia. He used to like my macaroni and cheese too. He'd come up here and ask me for my macaroni and cheese. And my coleslaw. He'd like that.
Those boys from down behind us.
And yeah, Dickie and Bobby, who lived beside of us.
That's cute, isn't it? There's little John.
There's Robin's up in the crescent. And this is Cynthia's dance recital. Remember what school this was, Manuel? I don't.
I don't either.
And there she is.
That's cute.
You remember the little red-headed girl?
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that seemed like she was double jointed. And her music teacher her name was Darlene, and she was Robin's music dance teacher too. And the little girl in the center was Darlene's niece. I remember her name was Kathy. I don't remember the little red-headed girl's name. I can't remember her name. I think her name was Sherry. like those three had a dance routine, doesn't it? Just the three of them. I'd forgotten about that. And there's Darlene. She's the teacher. She was a good dancer. She had twin boys. Later on, we heard that she had a stroke. She was still young. Okay, this is the recital of Robin and Cynthia. They're both in it. And it was, they had the recital at the old folks home, convalescent home on Good Luck Road in New Carrollton, near Doctor's Hospital. There's Robin. Those old women, they really enjoyed the dancers coming there. And there's Darlene, their teacher. Cynthia.
During the June opens every act to Enuton Home Movies. Station Big Country B will walk all three radio 6. And yes, we are taking on your requests and dedications at 827-7075.
I don't remember the song that they were singing.
And now brand new, here's Conway Twitty.
Every Saturday morning, I'd take Cynthia to dancing. And she didn't like to go very much either. But after she got there, I think she had a good time. She took tap and ballet. I guess she took for about 3 years. And then later Brenda took dancing from Darlene too. I think she took jazz dancing. So Robin, and first it was Robin, then Cynthia, and then Brenda. All three took the dancing from the same teacher. Like Cynthia almost fell. She's sliding all over the place. And there's Darlene. She looks so... Okay, this is another dance recital. This is probably the same recital. There's Robin. Her music not fast enough for the dance. Robin looks like an Indian. Robin, Cynthia, in the apartment.
Just moving out.
I guess this was after the recital when we'd come back to the apartment.
Notre Dame leads Navy 14-0 in the second quarter. Details coming up later this hour. Right now, the sound of the judge on your own music station, Big Country B 103.
Cynthia looks so serious. I mean, she's dancing there.
Tell me about the good old times. Sometimes the tears down.
Okay, this is, I don't know where it is. Do you know, Manuel?
Well, it looks like somebody's apartment.
Oh, it's probably at the beach.
That's Chesapeake Beach Park, Houston Park.
I don't know who that little girl is. That's our Siamese cat, Charlie. The cat's name was Charlie. That cat was sort of mean. That's the cat that attacked Gloria one time. Gloria hated that cat. She got, I guess it was he got ran over by a car. But we have had it for how long, Manuel? Five. It's another Christmas. And there's Robin, Cynthia, and Brenda was back there. And I guess this is summertime.
Oysters are in season.
Our Big Country forecast is calling for cloudy skies this evening with a 20%
And this is at the
chance of
beach.
light rain and an overnight low in the low to mid 50s.
There goes
Partly
Robin
sunny
in the
with a
swim
40%
in the
chance
water.
of rain and a daytime
Oop,
high
too
in the
cold.
mid-60s. Sunday night, partial clearing with an overnight low in the mid-40s.
Cynthia
And the
played in
outlook
the
for
sand.
Monday looks pretty
She
good.
loved to play in
Partly
the
sunny,
sand.
cool
She'd
with a
go
daytime
down
high
there
in
and
the mid-to-upper 50s.
make sand piles and sand castles all day long. We'd stay out there with her.
15 knots, then out of the north at 15 to 20 knots by Sunday afternoon, with wave heights 1 to 2 feet. And winds out of the north at 10 to 15 knots Sunday
They look
evening,
so
with
small
wave heights
there.
1 to
Now
2
Cynthia's
feet.
20
Currently,
and
temperatures
Robin's
remain
about
steady at
20,
59 degrees
23, I
east and
guess.
57 degrees in Minneapolis and Louisiana.
And married.
On your all-American music station, Big
And lives
Country
in New
B
York.
103.
Married to Marty, New York doctor. And now she lives in Vermont. She has a house in Vermont. And Cynthia's going to college. And Brenda, she has a little boy, Mark, who is 11 years old. There's Manuel looking so young and handsome. Makes me homesick for the good old days. I think so. That's cute too. Cynthia loved to be around Robin. Now she's mad about something. Look at her bathing suit, how dirty. Look how busy she is. At Wildwood at the beach. That song's appropriate for this movie. We were on vacation, I think down there for a week. Robin went with us. This is Atlantic City, or Wildwood.
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. In a minute. Robin looks cute.
You're my dream come true, my one and only.
We all had sunglasses. That was Robin. That must have been at the pool at the motel. think this is Atlantic City. Another vacation at the beach.
There's so many out there cheating, but you know I like being true. They're all searching for something that I've already found.
She wanted to see if Robin was wet.
She's sure like diving. She's
Watch her. She thinks she's put all her head under the water. There's Gloria. They went with us to Atlantic City, and Hanley, and Brenda. Gloria with her long hair. There's Brenda. Brenda looks nice there. She was a teenager then. And Hanley, a young Hanley. Hanley has a lot of gray hair now. Manuel. He looks young too. And that's me, Cynthia's mommy. Looks like we're about the only one down there. Look at the boardwalk, Manuel, it's empty. I was either off season or early in the morning. Oh, there's the people.
This is Wildwood here. You see that?
I thought it was Atlantic City,
No, we make Gloria in Wildwood, New
Call for
Jersey.
request lines at Charlie.
but it's just Wildwood. The other one must, the earlier one must have been Atlantic City then.
8:36. I got something here that sounds pretty nice. The Western Outpost Ladies Auxiliary is having a hand in
Not
turkey
very
dinner
clear,
at
man.
121 Jennifer Road, Indianapolis on November 8th from 2 to 6 p.m. Adults are $6, children only $3. And let's get back to the music now with a little room from Tom T. Hall on your all-new music station, Big Country Radio 103.
I think that we were on the ferry going again to Atlantic City, I guess.
That's gotta be the Cape May Ferry.
Cape May Ferry. The one we took just this past summer to go back to Atlantic City.
This looks like it might be Ocean City. In the beach, it's nice.
Cynthia,
That's Ocean City because it's beach. Yeah.
okay, then Ocean City, Maryland. Well, you look young there, Manuel. Don't you? There's Brenda. Brenda looks like she's about 16 there.
You sure have a good time here. Look at it.
Now I think this was about the time you had your back operation.
Always be running around like that.
No, well, I think because Cynthia, you know, was about that old, about 4.
That's good of you there, Kathleen. That's so young.
Oh, I think it's awful. That's cute.
She asked her, what gifts can I bring? Ooh, that my love
There's Gloria, and we didn't get her head. I don't know whose car that is. Do you, Manuel? Is that Henley's car?
I don't know.
I don't know. I remember him having a convertible. Maybe he did. Gloria looks young.
said anything I want, you have given away.
Look at Cynthia's legs.
If you love
I think she must have sand in her bathing suit. Okay, we've just been filming from old movies onto the video to show on TV. The film started, the movie started back when Cynthia was 6 months old, her first Christmas in 1966, and went through 1968. And she was, now she's 20 years old. She's going to college. Robin is probably 24 years old, and she's married and lives in New York. Brenda was married. She has a little boy, Mark, and he's 11 years old. A lot of other things have happened, sad things. Mr. Enuton passed away. It'll be 2 years in February of '87. My mother passed away almost 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years in March of '87. And my father passed away 5 years ago. So there's been a lot of sadness in our lives for this past, well, it's been 16 years since the last film that you saw. Gloria is still living in the area. Raymond is still here. George is now married to Brenda. She has 2 children, Michael and Michelle. And George had a son. His name's Georgie, Robin's brother. They all like to play tennis a lot. Cynthia is, as I said, going to college. She is taking psychology, and she plans to go on and try to get a degree. Mark is a very handsome little boy. He likes to play soccer ball, and Gloria's very proud of him, and he's very close to Gloria. And so I guess everybody is very happy, and life has been good to us overall, and we're very thankful for the good things, and we've been very sad for the sadness we've had in our life. So that will bring you up to date a little bit before we go on and film the other older. Okay, before we start filming, I want to show you what Cynthia looks like today. There's her picture. Manuel, can you get it?
Hold it up a little bit more. Hold it up higher, yeah. A little bit higher. That's good. Now down a little bit. That's good. Let me pan back then. Alright, we got that one. That one's got it. Bring it up close.
That's one of my favorite pictures of Cynthia. This was taken about the time that she graduated from high school, so it's 2 years ago. Okay, that's Cynthia, and this one is a recent one of Brenda. Can you
Hold
get
up
a
little
close
more.
up?
I can't get it any closer than that. I wonder if I can use this macro.
Is it clear?
It's not too far away.
You want me to bring it up closer?
Yeah, bring it up close, see what happens. No, it's blurry. Oh, let me see if this macro works. Where is that macro at? Yeah.
Why 17 minutes past 10 o'clock. Cloudy
Hold it there, let me
skies,
see if I
20%
can-
chance of some light rain falling tonight. Lows, 50 degrees out in the suburbs, 55 downtown. And then on Sunday, a chance of rain, about 40% tomorrow. The highs near 65. Currently 54
As clear as I want to get it right there.
Okay, then if that's it.
If your nonprofit organization
all?
could
Uh-huh.
use a
Now what?
little extra money,
Are you
listen to
taking,
our
are
talk.
you filming
Yeah,
it?
I'm filming.
At 6:30.
Okay, well you have to
When Joe
let it,
Allen
you know,
interviews
vent
the
for a
author of
little
Where
bit.
the Money Is, a fundraiser's guide to the rich. Tomorrow morning on FM 99.5.
Okay, that's Brenda. This is Mark, Brenda's son. This is one of my favorite pictures of Mark too. Looks so handsome in this picture. But he's a little older than this now. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's Mark. Now these are more recent pictures of Cynthia. I'll show you this one first. That was taken not too long ago. Cynthia's 20.
That's good.
And this is another one of Cynthia taken the same time. A close-up. And this is another one of Cynthia, taken at the same time. And while we're filming, and this is not very clear, but while we're filming, and this is a favorite picture I have of my grandma. That's my Grandma Moore. The best grandma in all the world. I called her Granny. And my brother and sister are with her, plus my 2 cousins. And I loved her very, very much. She lived to be 90. Okay, these movies are taken at Mercedes and Mr. Enuton's apartment when they, I guess when they first got married. That was Ariston, that's Gloria, Raymond, Mercedes, Nellie, and Mr. Enuton.
Fall back. Huh?
Yeah, that's all right. It's okay.
There is
That's a good
Alabama
job.
taking a 6-notch jump,
can't-
number 11,
it's
with
up
Touch
too
Me
high.
When We're Dancing, out of their LP called The Touch. We continue now with our weekly trip through the ACC archives, where we are spotlighting all of the #1 country hits of the 1970s. The 114th #1 song of the decade from May 1974 is Merle Haggard's Things Aren't Funny Anymore. We used to laugh a lot. We never cried. But things are all different now.
Raymond looked nice,
Since your
handsome.
sweet love has died. Seems we've lost the
That's a good picture, man. You'll stop it there.
all the good times we found.
Raymond and Gloria.
Yeah, we used to laugh a lot. Things aren't funny anymore.
Here, we'll go forward. All right.
If I knew how to change your mind, maybe things could be right.
I think Ariston's dead, isn't he, Manuel?
Yeah.
If I could turn back one page of time before love came to an end, I'd know just where to turn.
Your father was always smiling.
To turn it all once more. Maybe we left too
Stop it
soon.
there. It's not there.
Things aren't funny anymore.
That's good. Stop it there.
Back up.
When you stop it, it's not very clear.
I know just where to turn it all once more. Maybe we left
It's
too
Pete
soon
and his girlfriend, but I don't remember her name, and David.
anymore.
He had a different girlfriend at every party. There's Barbara Van Scavenge, George's mother. There's George. She's Georgie's
From
mother.
the archives of American Country
George's
Countdown
mother.
from May 1974,
Robin.
Things Aren't Funny Anymore by Merle
Brenda.
Haggard became the 114th #1 country song of that decade. I'm Bob Kingsley, and I'll be right back with the 10 hottest selling country hits, plus the story how one of country music's biggest stars was advised at the beginning of their career to not sing country by
Loved his
a country
grandchildren.
music legend.
I think Raymond did my hair. He was taking beautician lessons around that time. Stop it there, man. Can't go back and get Gloria in there.
Just
Because
about
that's a
11
good
o'clock
picture
at one of a
of
kind,
Raymond and Gloria.
98.7 WMCQ-FM Washington.
There.
American Country Countdown continues in a moment.
How's that?
That's good. If you get Gloria in there, you can stop it. Stop it now. Oh,
That makes it better.
it's too full.
Remember growing up with that car? Riding like a sport and use a football car. You're gonna feel like you did back then.
When you stop it, you get started, man. You can't do it.
Yeah. Look at Pete. Pete's been dead for about 16 years.
From the Lisa Leesburg for its 1986 clearance sale, where factory cash incentives let them give you the lowest prices of the year. Leesburg
George
Ford
is-
Lincoln Mercury, Route
Looks
7,
like George
east
is
of
fussing
Leesburg.
at Barbara.
WMZQ, with a quick, easy way
And
for you to find
David,
out what's
we don't know
happening
where
in
David
and around
is
the
right
Washington
now.
area. Concerts,
He's living someplace in
WMZQ
California.
appearances, fairs, and more.
Might
Just
have went back
dial
to
the
what?
WMZQ Country Line,
There's P.
432-0098. It's
I guess those
24
two
hours
kids
a
are
day.
his girlfriend's children.
432-0098. Country Line, another
Nellie.
service of Washington's country station, 98.7 FM, WMZQ. American Country Countdown continues with our weekly survey of the top 40 country hits in the USA. I'm Bob Kingsley, and the countdown continues. Number 10. Here is Crystal Gale in last week's number 1 song, Cry.
If your sweetheart sends a letter.
It's
greatest deals we've ever
at
had.
Hangs
Inside
Point,
our 48
Helen,
pages of money-saving coupons.
pregnant,
Take the travel
with
guide you have
Michael.
with you on vacation
There's
and
Tommy.
save money on everything from rental cars to major hotels to local theme parks.
Tommy
This
and
exclusive
Daniel play
money-saving
ball.
booklet is available with round-trip purchase to selected cities.
Only TWA gives you great U.S. fares. and
Tommy
free
is,
TWA
about
travel value
27
pack
years
to help
old
you get
now.
the best out of your vacation. So call today for the best deals in the air and on the ground. Find out how good today's TWA really is. Seats are limited, restrictions apply, so call TWA today. Now, back to the countdown on 98.7 FM.
Sure are young there, aren't you,
WMZQ.
Manuel?
American Country Countdown. Billboard does the survey, we do the countdown. I'm Bob Kingsley, and at number 9, here's Houston.
One over a second, right? I want to take you some movies over.
Well, we can. It's at, I think that's, Rock Creek Park, not Hanks Point.
Where are you gonna do
That's the airport, Manuel. That's not very clear.
This is where my father was getting ready to go to the Philippines at National Airport. And it's in April of 1961.
You have to talk louder.
Okay. There's my mother and my dad at the airport. He's going back to see his brother for the first time in probably 40 years, I guess.
Who's that with him?
That's his friend.
Do you remember his name?
I don't remember his name. It is TWA airplane. Here's what she's saying.
Yeah, that's a good
Go
picture.
back and get that. That's a good picture.
Uh-huh. So,
Young here, isn't he?
I know.
Good, huh?
Uh-huh. Happy to be going home after all those years. But there's other good pictures of him, Manuel. That's nice of him when he's smiling. That one. See? There.
He looks happy going to the Philippines, doesn't he?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that what another Filipino friend?
I don't know.
Light goes away when I stop him. He looks young here, doesn't he, Kathy?
Uh-huh.
That's a good picture of him.
Uh-huh. That's good, Manuel. Stop it.
I'll lose Whitey.
top
Well, you
10
could,
at
you
number
know,
9.
take it back,
From number 14 last
and then
week,
you'll have
Juice Newton
more
and
footage.
Cheap Love.
I got it.
Back in 1966, in
Wanna do it again?
Oceanside, California, a 17-year-old girl was asked to get up in front of her high school civics class and give a report on the Vietnam War.
Goodbye
Nothing
one
too
more time.
unusual about that, except that this girl was uniquely qualified to talk about the war because she had been there. At the time, Barbara Mandrell was one of the few civilian American teenagers to receive a first-hand look at the Vietnamese situation. She was part of a troupe of entertainers that toured all over the Far East, and she ended up in Vietnam twice on the same trip. Now, Barb says that she flew over active combat zones to entertain troops in remote outposts, but the most danger she faced on the trip was near her own hotel in Saigon. Just across the street from the hotel, the South Vietnamese government had put on display more than a ton of ammunition and bombs that they had captured from the North Vietnamese. Now, it was enough explosives to destroy several square blocks of the city. The problem came when some Viet Cong terrorists placed a time bomb under the display.
Well, it's just
But
technology,
luckily
I
for
guess.
Barb and everyone else, the bomb was discovered and
more
defused
convenient for
just
passengers.
6
Did that
minutes
great,
before
remember
it
we
was
had to
set to
walk
go
out there
off.
in the,
At number 8 on American Country Countdown, here's Barbara Mandrell, and no one mends a broken heart like you.
Sometimes I really think it's over,
and Kathy, that was taken
but your blue eyes
20-some years ago, and those planes haven't changed any, have they?
of blue.
It may still be flying.
And I'm
We may be flying on it for all we know. There he goes. This is the Andrews Air Force Base show, air show, May the 13th, 1961. And there's Manuel's mother. There I am.
You came in like a thief in the night and you stole the right out of my hand.
Can you go back?
I didn't even see you come until you were gone. I had to figure right down to the letter, but you never figured into my plan. But everything's gonna be different from now on. 'Cause she used to be somebody's baby.
Is that it, Kathy?
Somebody's girl. She used to be somebody's
Yo, no, that's good.
She used to be
Back off.
somebody's world. And before she
There you
started to ride the king of the mountain, you better hear one thing, Jack. Somebody wants her back. Somebody wants her back. Somebody, yeah, somebody wants
You can,
her back. Somebody
Already passed the mother?
yeah,
wants her back.
did.
Better not be spending a lot of your time hanging out downtown. Better be taking care of business back at home. You better start looking over your shoulder, 'cause
Looks
I might
funnier
be
walking
getting
backwards.
around. 'Cause I'm gonna get right back to what was my own. 'Cause you used to be somebody's baby, somebody's girl. 'Cause you used to be somebody's lady. She used to be somebody's world. And before you start acting like the king of the mountain, you better hear one thing, Jack. Somebody wants her back. Somebody wants her back. Somebody wants her back.
Those are the Gatlins, Larry,
See,
Rudy, and Steve
61 from
All
86,
partners, climbing up
25
6
years
notches to
ago.
number 7, which she used to be
I was
somebody's
taken
baby.
25 years ago.
At number 6 on American Country Countdown, Marie Osmond is joined by Paul
Almost
Davis on the
lifetime,
tune that
quarter of
climbs
a
up 4 this week,
lifetime.
entitled You're Still New to Me.
Arrow comes over and cries on my shoulder.
Well, I was taken even before you went into the Army.
Keeps you warm.
Yeah, I went in that year, but not that.
Lord
Yes.
knows
Yeah,
they're
okay,
trying to keep their
I went in 6 months later.
alive, but somehow they can't
I don't think-
My mother,
get along.
my My mother passed away after I went in here.
We weren't even married then.
One man stopped in.
Miss Roberts. Come
Okay,
to the
this
best
is the
Roberts in
Hanks
Fairfax,
Point.
Rockville,
There's
Manassas,
Tommy and
Springfield,
Mary.
Annapolis to see the best selection of
Mary's
boots
30
for
years
every
old now.
lifestyle.
Tommy's
In
about,
addition, Des
I guess
Brothers will
he's
challenge you to beat
27.
their prices anywhere. If you appreciate value, you'll
They were
love
cute kids.
This
Terry
year,
was so pretty.
this was taken in
It's
1961.
11:29 and the countdown
1961.
continues.
25 years ago.
Back-to-back country music in the nation's capital, 98.7 FM WMZQ.
There's Helen. She's pregnant with Michael.
We're counting down this week's top country
Michael,
hits from
you
the
weren't even
official
here.
Billboard survey. At number
At the
5.
time.
I guess
it's
Michael must have
Stevie
been
Wonder.
born 1961 or 1962.
There've been some times I thought it was forever, only to watch love disappear
I don't think
before
Frank's
my
seen this, has
eyes.
he, Kathleen?
Have no one to hold at
No,
night.
probably not.
Well, I'm right back where I started, just trying to make it better. Guess I'll just give love another chance. I can't seem to stop starting over.
Mary was a cute little girl, wasn't she?
And I stop
Okay, I got it.
Rob,
starting over.
he winked the
1961.
baby.
Robbie must be 25.
There's Joan and Pete. And what was his, Bill Thompson, Thomas, and your mother,
This is a little dark.
George, your father,
3 words.
Bill, Pete, and Joan.
Kathleen, if this is 61, Robbie must be at least 25, 26.
It's so hard to prove it. Night after night, day after day, feeling starts to fade.
There's Barbara,
When the
Robin's mother.
blue wears away, I won't ever give up till I find a love that stays. I can't seem to stop starting
Looks like it's over at George's house, isn't it? Yeah, it is George's house. When he lived in New Carrollton.
and I wonder what it would take.
What year was this? Probably 1965. I think it was 1965. In Ocean City. wasn't too many
ACC
people
calendar.
there. Look,
There is Johnny Horton
Manuel,
and the singing
compared
of the
to
Ruby
today.
Gang,
That's right,
which
it was.
occurred
just
45 years ago
isn't that
this week.
funny?
This
Forget
is
about
American
that.
Country Countdown as we
Beaches
head
weren't
toward
so
that
crowded
number
then.
one
Now
song.
everybody goes to the beach.
Haven't you had it up to here with sugar-free this, sugar substitute that?
Well, we should
You know,
report
you can't
There's
property back,
that's you.
back
The real
then.
thing
We all
is
should
real
retire
sugar. Sugar's pure,
There's
sugar's
Billy.
natural. And in
Oh,
case you
yeah.
forgot,
There's her.
sugar has
That's
only
her
16
apartment
calories a
at
teaspoon.
in
Only
Silver
16.
Springs.
Not Hill.
Come
Not
on,
Hill.
who needs
That's
artificial
There's Shirley and
ingredients
Bill.
when
Look
you
at
can have
Bill.
real sugar? Pure, sure,
Looks so
16
young, and
calorie
there's the
sugar.
person at Kennedy's
It's always
grave.
been the best. It still is.
Sponsored by the Sugar
When he first
Association
died.
Incorporated.
That's
In
like
Winter
that
Harbor,
now.
Maine, where the cold season is as miserable as the winter season, we asked the whole town to sample Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Here's what people said.
I switched out the
Alka-Seltzer Plus and I'll never go back to anything
Preston
else.
That's
Kennedy.
That picture,
drained everything from all my eyes right down through my
there's
nose.
only
My
a
head is
picture of
clear right
history
off
now.
fuel. That's why in Winter Harbor, over half the people who tried it are switching to Alka-Seltzer Plus
That's
cold
when he
medicine.
first died,
For fast relief
63.
from tough winter cold. I wouldn't use anything else. Read and follow label directions.
Washington Monument.
It's Oarsman Ford's greatest
Jefferson
Down Move 'em Out
Monument.
year-end 86 model clearance sale. Oarsman's entire stock, hundreds of 86 model cars, trucks, and conversion vans are
There's
on
Robin
the
and
block
Billy
going,
at the
going,
zoo.
gone at just 1% over factory invoice cost. Yes,
Shirley.
1%. Oarsman Ford makes discount history every day. Everything Oarsman sells is sold at
Bill.
discount, including just
Look how
arrived
dark
new model
Bill's hair
1987.
was.
Yes, 87.
Looks like a crew cut.
Spectacular
Looks like a young
markdowns and
kid.
discounts.
There I
Join
am.
the
Look
crowd.
how
Two great
thin I
locations.
am.
On the Washington Beltway, you're no
Robin.
more than 20 minutes away from Oarsman Ford, Montgomery
Yeah,
Mall,
but it's
Bethesda,
dark,
or
you can see
Oarsman
better.
Ford, Alexandria, Virginia. Customers love the way Oarsman Ford does business. They love the incredible discounts in the hundreds, thousands, up to $6,000 and even more on conversion vans. Don't make a big money
Shirley
mistake.
still acts
See
like that when
Oarsman
she
Ford
sees you
today
taking
for your
her
best
picture.
deal on an
Yeah.
automobile.
Look at
Come
Billy,
on
her
down
little one.
now. We're working our way to number one
Bill,
as
so
the
young
countdown
there.
continues on 98.7
I don't even remember him looking like that.
I wouldn't recognize him if I saw him. Saw a picture of him and looked like him.
I'm Bob Kingsley, counting down to number one. At number 4 is Restless Heart.
So it's different.
Billy and Robin.
Up to number 4
The clown.
and climbing.
This
There
is,
is Restless Heart.
I don't
Now
know.
Rock won't roll.
This may still be at
Every
the
week at
zoo.
this time,
I think
American
this is
Country
at,
Countdown is heard
Chesapeake
from
Beach.
coast to
Oh,
coast
it is.
around the world on
Okay.
great radio stations
It's
like
the
AM Country
Billy.
1260, KWYR in Winter, South Dakota. Country like it ought to be on WSVS in Crewe, Virginia. In their 50th year of
Robin.
broadcasting, KSUB in Cedar City,
You can
Utah.
see her face on this thing.
WIL AM 1430
dark.
and FM 92 in St.
Can't hear.
Louis, Missouri. Number 3. Here is Randy Travis and Digging Up Bones.
Last night I took your picture up from our old
There's my
dresser
Uncle
drawer.
Reese and Aunt Bashy.
I set it on
When they
the
came up to
table,
visit us.
and I talked to it till 4. I read some more of her letters right up till the break of dawn. Yeah, I've been sitting alone, digging up bones. Then I went through the jewelry, and I found our wedding ring.
We're at the Lincoln
Put
Memorial.
mine on my finger, and I gave yours a flame. Across this lonely
Reese is
bedroom,
about 75 or 76 now.
yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone.
Maybe a little older than that.
I'm digging up home.
And Bashy was the school teacher for 40, I guess 40 some years. She was my teacher, principal of the school that I went to.
Can't even see now, it's so dark.
And she's retired. And this past summer we visited, when we went to Tennessee, we stayed with Uncle Reese and Bashy.
Kathleen, we go to Tennessee again. Let's take this film down here.
They'd like to see these. That's nice.
Greasy Bashy looks good, yeah.
Bashy was always a pretty woman.
Exhuming things that's better
Travis at number 3, climbing up 1 with Digging Up Bones. As our countdown rolls on toward the number 1 song by a group whose country career started rolling at a bowling alley.
Well, which antacid do you use? Digel tablets, why? Well, I've heard antacids can be a good source of calcium, but I don't know which one works best.
It's not that
Extra
long.
calcium's one reason I use Digel.
It's all right.
But really, I
Have on
use it because
film.
Digel works better for me. Better than Tums? Better than Tums and Rolaids. Because Digel is the only one with gas-coming significant.
Is that the White House?
Digel has extra calcium?
That's your
Sure.
apartment.
2 tablets of
Well, that's
6
our
ounces
apartment.
So
That
Digel
other
gives me
was
extra
the
calcium
apartment.
and extra room.
Sister Shirley's house. There's Billy, his little friend. This is at their other house in Knoxville. There's Granny. And I don't know who that is. It looks like me.
Here's Reese's.
And this is in Reese's backyard before he moved into his other house.
There's my falcon down there. You see it, Kathy? The little white falcon.
Oh, yeah. This is where Reese had the well that you remember.
Yeah. Kept his little white light in his bottom of the well. Ice cold, and then he pulls up on this rope, and there's his white light in his rope. Dark. Can't even see anything down there. When you show them back on the recorder, it makes it dark and see.
Maybe you will see a little bit.
See the house.
Must have been late in the evening. There's Granny, Reese, Banshee.
Dark.
There is Earl Thomas Conley and Anita Pointer up to number 2 this week. with
Reese's
2
boat.
many
I
times.
forgot Reese had a boat. There's Mama sitting on
About
the
4.5
end.
years ago, a man
I think
in
that-
Lexington,
Here's my falcon
Kentucky,
here.
named
They
Pat
might,
Collins had one of those
Maxine,
things
it
happen
looks
that really made his day.
Maybe
Collins
I
had a
guess
bowling
it's
alley
me.
called Southland Lanes, and one day a nationally known rock group stopped
There's
by
you.
and made him a proposition.
There's
They wanted to
Granny.
become
That's
a
Granny.
house
Granny.
band in the bowling alley's Rebel Room
And it
bar.
shows up good on the
They were
camera,
willing
yeah.
to do it for little or no pay. Now Collins could hardly believe his ears. After
Mama.
all, it was a group that had the
Mama.
top song in the
She's,
nation just a few
Yeah,
years
but I've got
earlier.
a better
And
picture of her
now they
later.
wanted to make his humble Rebel Room
Shirley's.
their permanent gig. Well, Collins
he
didn't
did.
even
That's
care what
good.
their reasons were, and it took him all of about a second and a half to
Shoot
say,
better than I
when
do
do you
now.
want to start?
Even back then.
So the
Yeah.
group began right away, and when
Yeah.
Pat Collins heard their music, he knew why they had come to it.
With this
Because
food, I
instead
ain't
of
got time
playing
to
the
shoot
rock
movies.
music that they
I
had
gotta
made their
eat.
name with,
Look at
the
Granny.
group
Isn't that
started
nice,
playing
Granny?
a lot of
Because
original
I remember
country songs.
just like that.
What they were doing was deliberately
That there.
changing from a rock to a country sound. And
This is
taking
back
the
saying-
time to
Here's
do
my-
it
here's
right.
my
When
falcon.
Well,
We're
just
back
as
in
the
Washington
group made
now,
Pat Collins
in
Day a
Maryland.
while back, radio stations and record-buying
Maxine
fans have
visited
made this
us
group's day
once.
as this week their song called It'll Be Me becomes their 8th #1 country hit.
This is when she
Here
had
is Exile.
Glenn and Donna and Joey. Leslie and Kristen hadn't been born. Yeah, we told her to do.
There's Shirley.
No, that's me. Shirley's not
Oh,
with
that's
us.
you. You stand like Shirley does. Now you feel
I know. I don't think so, Mom. Well, you've already started. This is President Kennedy's funeral
Funeral procession.
procession.
If I remember correctly, that's right there at that church, isn't it? The Catholic church right there in Connecticut Avenue, or Mass Avenue.
I don't remember. It's 1963.
There's nobody in this county. Okay?
There goes his coffin.
Back it up.
No, it's okay. You got a little bit of it. There it is.
And there's Kennedy.
With the flag. Now you can turn it off there. You won't see the flag in just a second. There it is. Good. Now turn it off.
Think you might come by again?
I don't. This is there's Joy. I'm holding Joy, Donna, and Lynn. And this is when Kenneth Maxine lived in Connecticut,
Norwalk, Connecticut.
Norwalk, Connecticut.
It's the midnight hour, one of a kind, 98.7 WNZQ FM Washington. Back to back country music.
Lynn is about 35 years old today, and Donna's probably 30, about 30, and Joy is about 21. Lynn has 2 daughters. Donna has a little boy, and Joy has a little girl, a little boy. Her little girl's name's Portia. My favorite little girl in the whole world.
When they were up in
She's
Connecticut,
precious.
they had that Connecticut accent. Remember, Jesse? Look how thin you were that kind of thing. Doesn't it look good? What year was this? See your mom, Sissy? You're small,
Tire, saving my love for you. Before that,
Is that you
Juice
sitting
Newton
in
kicking
the
things
table?
off for the midnight hour.
You look like
Angel of the
Lynn
morning.
in that picture.
Welcome to a Sunday
So
morning,
young.
second day of November for 1986, 12 minutes after midnight. I'm Bob Masters. Coming up this hour, more back-to-back country music and your chance to win tickets to the sold-out concert coming up next Sunday night at the Capitol Center featuring Alabama, Merle Haggard, and George Strait. Concert sold out in 2 days. WMZQ has your tickets and a chance for you to win coming up later on this hour. From 98.7 FM, WMZQ.
Lynn was always pretty, wasn't she? She never went through a awkward stage.
A kick in the dark, a touch of your hand, my arms are around you, my dream began. The only thing that's different than any other
I guess Billy
night.
didn't like to play with the
Here
girls.
we are together, my dream by my
What's
side.
wrong with Joey?
I am the dream, you are the dream.
Probably a bee.
You are the answer to my pain.
Yeah, that's why you jumped off.
All that
Look
I
how small
have
you are,
dreamed
Daddy.
of
You look good.
now is complete. I am the dreamer. You
That's a
are
good
the
picture, Daddy.
dreamer. I know
Oh, that wasn't the
I've
end
been
of it.
dreaming. I find
That's
this
the end of Jane and Jam.
All right, say what it is. Write it down.
This is the World's Fair in New York City. We're in New York. And we went up to visit Jane and Jam. They lived in Queens.
1965. And today, that's where the Forest Hill tennis courts are, where they play the American, the U.S. Open tennis tournaments are there.
There's Debbie. I'm holding Debbie. There's Jane. Debbie is in her 20s today. They live in Texas.
There's that World Globe they built. It still stands for that. That was the biggest, best fair, World Fair I've ever seen. That thing was huge.
There's Connie. I'm holding Connie's hand. And Jane and Debbie.
The best of the new and the best of the old. We're playing it back-to-back on Washington's country station. 98.7 FM, WMZQ.
Yeah, Jim was with us.
Put him out of your heart, out of mind, out of sight. He ain't worth worrying, your pretty blue eyes. Let the heartache ride tonight. Yeah, let the heartache ride tonight. I've been watching you treat you bad. I've seen nothing's making me mad. I don't know who he thinks he is, but his first mistake was treating you like this all along. I've got some girls on my own. I won't do you wrong.
From April May.
You're sitting here by yourself when he's out front with somebody. You played the fool long enough. Now the time has come to even up the score. Now, baby, there's so much more.
Here's Miss
What are
Melody.
we waiting for?
That might be Marcos's wife.
Let the heartache ride tonight. Put him out of your heart, out of
Like, is that the IBM pavilion?
There's Jane and I. There's Jim.
Baby, start losing sleep when I wait for
Hello, still there. Right there where the Area County, where's this at?
In Miami. Miami, I forget the year, 1965.
Cynthia, me and your mom was in Miami, you wasn't even born yet. This is at 65.
Well, it couldn't have been 65. She was born in 66. Well, maybe it was right before I got pregnant.
It was, this is in the summer, and she was born in the summer.
And that's your swimming manual.
Is that pretty down through there, Kathleen?
She tries for the honesty, but the truth gets in the way. 'Cause I know inside what she can't bring herself to say. There's something dying deep in her heart.
Look, that canal they have.
Touch her hand.
See that canal they have?
So I
Florida.
tell her a lie when I tell her I understand. But inside,
Would it be nice to retire down there?
inside, I feel her slip
You should. It is.
inside.
Well, you can.
If she knew I hurt this way inside, she'd find a reason to stay.
You got bit there.
So I must keep this broken heart down deep inside. She turns to look at me, trying to speak her mind.
Where's that alligator on his back? It goes on top of the Kathleen.
Reasons in search of a single rhyme. And suddenly it occurs to me, she's trying to say goodbye.
That's me there.
So I give her a smile and tell her that I'll be alright. Ooh,
Don't turn it off yet.
but
I
inside,
have to back it up.
I die a little each day.
This is in Denver, Colorado, with Manuel stationed at Fitzsimmons General Hospital. And his friend Walt, Emmanuel, has the same birthday on the same date. And someone gave him a party. Do you remember that woman's name? Edna. Edna, there she is, the blonde. She threw a party for them. We used to have a party, well, not every night, but every other night. And there's Ben, Manuel Sargent, and Katie is Ben's wife. She was my second mama out there. There's Walt.
That's it,
There's Edna. She's
that little
from,
boy is Virginia's boy.
she was, Edna's from North Carolina. had in his backyard. There I am, the blue sweater. There's Ben, Manuel Sargent. There he is. Alcohol, or an alcoholic. Happy birthday, Manuel. Walt. And her name was Harriet. We used to go up to her house. She lived sort of like in the mountains. And we used to go to her house too. I remember one time when it snowed, we were out in the yard throwing snowballs. The girl in the white, wasn't she a Mexican, Manuel?
Mexican American. She was a tea punch out.
That's what they like to call themselves, Manuel. Mexican American. They're Mexican.
Spanish American. I didn't like that Mexican.
The twist was popular then. And Walt's drunk. No. Oh. Or later on she dances with Walt. And he falls down. This is the Fort Lauderdale in 1965. I don't even remember that part. Oh, is that the car you gave him or sold to Hanley or Hanley was driving? Oh, yeah.
Back it up, Kathleen. God, look how thin you are, Kathleen. You look like Shirley from the back.
Just because I asked a friend about him.
Of Northwest Washington enjoying his night there tonight. They'll be seeing the Redskins take on the Minnesota Vikings later on today at RFK. Another chance for you to win tickets to see the Redskins take on the San Francisco 49ers on Monday, November 17th. So keep it right here for your chance to win from 98.7 FM WMZQ.
On the road again.
Go back.
Just can't wait to get home.
This is when we went to Florida, we took a cruise to the Bahamas. And this is over at the Bahamas. And the natives there, those little boys, they would dive off the ship for nickels. These coins, people would throw the coins in the water. The water was so clear, they could see down to the bottom, and they would dive for the coins.
We always catch it before it hits. like you're starting.
I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need fame, but send down the thunder, Lord.
Stephen's going to come on in a second. Are you
That's
taking
good.
it?
Yeah, is that good there, Kathy?
Club on 98.7 FM
This is the last
WMCQ.
time, Catherine.
Next up, Neil Diamond kicks off 15
Wanna do it
of the
again?
best country songs in Washington.
Here's a salute to the working man. The men who make their living in wood and block, concrete and steel. The men who work hard every day, and men who need good work boots.
I'm Seabrook's Good Sunday morning to you.
But it talks, but it don't sing, dance, and don't walk. Money talks, but it can't sing, dance, and it can't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. And honey sweet, but it ain't nothing mixed
Now,
with
put it on.
baby's treat with me. I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans.
One of a kind.
And make believe you love me. You'll find me. Lay your head, hold your warm whisper. And you were just a witch under a paper moon. Full of light I never knew was there. 'Cause through the light of love I see the world we're meant to share.
It's a good last shot of your father, Manuel, with his grandchildren
As I see
that he loves so much.
to